What do you think? This ought to be the right kind of place for a tough guy like you. Garbage cans, rats galore. Scram! I said take off. Beat it. Let's go.
Driver, pull over here.
You know what's wrong with you, Miss whoever you are? You're chicken. You've got no guts. You're afraid to stick out your chin and say, okay, life's a fact. People do fall in love. People do belong to each other, because that's the only chance anybody's got for real happiness. You call yourself a free spirit, a wild thing, and you're terrified somebody's gonna stick you in a cage. Well, baby, you're already in that cage. You built it yourself. And it's not bounded in the west by Tulip, Texas, or on the east by Somaliland. It's wherever you go. Because no matter where you run, you just end up running into yourself. Here, I've been carrying this thing around for months. I don't want it anymore.
Hey gang, thanks for joining me again. If this is your first time here, then pull up a seat. I'm Movie Man Gary. You know, throughout the 1950s and 60s, Audrey Hepburn captivated audiences with her distinctive style and unforgettable performances in films such as Sabrina, Funny Face, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and my personal favorite, My Fair Lady.
You see this creature with her curbstone English that'll keep her in the gutter till the end of her days?
Ew, what's that you say?
In 6 months, I'll make a duchess of this draggle-tailed gutter snipe.
You expect me to get into that? How do you do?
Her collab with legendary directors like my dude Billy Wilder, who I've spotlighted here before, and Blake Edwards further solidified her rep as one of the most talented actresses of her generation. She was simply great. Audrey was born in Belgium in 1929 and began her journey to stardom as a ballet dancer before transitioning to acting. Hepburn's breakout role came in 1953 when she starred alongside Gregory Peck as Princess Anne in the unforgettable Roman Holiday, a performance that she's probably most famous for and earned herself an Academy Award for Best Actress. That role was fire, and it brought her international fame and no doubt cemented her status as a Hollywood icon. She was special. In 1961, Hepburn appeared in a film that scared the crap out of conservative-thinking Americans. It sparked fierce debates, challenged societal norms, and dared to address a taboo subject head-on. The Children's Hour, which also starred Shirley MacLaine, another great actress, became a landmark in cinema, shedding light on themes of sexuality, manipulation, and social prejudice.
Mon frère est en France.
Mon frère est en France.
Et je veux lui envoyer un cadeau.
Et je veux lui envoyer un cadeau.
Catherine, will you please continue? Rosie, will you come outside with me a moment? Go ahead, Catherine.
Je vais voir combien de gens j'ai sur moi. Non, c'est trop.
Rosalie, your mother has sent us a message that you're to pack a bag and spend the night at the Tilfords tonight. John will drive you.
Why?
I'm sure it's nothing to be upset about, dear. Your mother's been away and very likely just wants to see you as soon as she gets back. John's outside. Now, don't keep him waiting.
Yes, Miss Dobie.
I'm going to ask it too. Why? First Mary doesn't come back, and now Rosalie? I don't know. I just don't. Another car's coming.
Based on Lillian Hellman's play of the same name, The Children's Hour follows the lives of two women, Karen Wright, played by Hepburn, and Martha Doby, played by McClane, who co-own a boarding school for girls. Their lives take a drastic turn when a vindictive student, Mary Tilford, accuses them of being lovers, sparking a chain of events that shatters their reputations and friendships.
No, you don't want her still now. What else did you hear? What did you see?
I don't know. They were just things.
What things?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I saw plenty of things.
What?
One night they were in Miss Doby's room late, and I looked through the keyhole, and they were kissing, and like what I told you.
That child is... Ask her how she could see us again.
I was leaning down by the keyhole.
There's no keyhole on my door.
What? There is no keyhole on my door!
It wasn't her room, Grandma. It was the other room. It was Miss Wright's room.
How did you know anybody was in Miss Wright's room?
I told you. We heard them. Everybody heard them.
My room is on the first floor at the other end of the house. It's impossible to hear anything from there.
Mary, what is this? Why did you say you saw through the keyhole?
I'm so mixed up. Everybody's yelling at me at one time. I did see them. I did see them.
Mary! Mary, I want the truth. Whatever it is, Mary.
We're finished here. We've cleaned your house.
This film not only delves into the repercussions of the accusation, but also explores the deep-seated prejudices and moral dilemmas of the era. Translated, it caused quite a stir. Hepburn's portrayal of Karen Wright, the dignified and tormented schoolteacher, juxtaposed with Shirley MacLaine's Martha Doby, who grapples with her own internal struggles, captivated moviegoers.
I don't believe it. What kind of talk is that? I don't believe it. All right. Well, didn't you tell him, for God's sake? Didn't you tell him it wasn't true? Yes. He didn't believe you? I guess he believed me. Then what have you done? I don't understand. What do you mean you guess he believed you? I don't want to talk about it, Martha. It's over. Lord, I wanted that for you so much. What's happened to us? Whatever happened, go back to Joe, Karen. It's too much for you this way.
Stop talking about it, Martha.
Let's pack and get out of here. Let's take the train tomorrow. The train to where? I don't know. There must be some place we can go. I don't know where it is. They know about us. We've been famous. But this isn't a noose, and they say we've done. Other people haven't been destroyed by it. They're the people who believe in it, who want it, who've chosen it for themselves. We aren't like that. That must be very different. We don't love each other. We've been close to each other. Of course, I've loved you like a friend, the way thousands of women feel about other women. You were a dear friend who was loved, that's all. Certainly there can be nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly natural that I should be fond of you. Why, we've known each other since we were 17, and I always thought that...
Why are you saying all of this?
Because I do love you.
Of course, I love you too.
I think it was the film's unapologetic depiction of lesbianism that ignited the controversy. I mean, movies avoided topics like this as much as possible, especially in the conservative landscape of the early 1960s. The Children's Hour shattered this silence, thrusting the issue into the spotlight and sparking heated discussions on and off screen. Critics were divided on this film. While some praised the movie's boldness and Hepburn and McClane's performances, which were great, others condemned it, labeling it as scandalous and morally corrupt. The controversy surrounding the film led to censorship in various countries and stirred debates about the limits of artistic expression. But decades after its release, The Children's Hour remains a poignant reminder of the power of cinema to challenge norms and provoke conversation.
How much do I owe you for the rest of the school term?
We don't want your money, Mr. Burton. We want to know why all this is happening.
And if you don't know, I don't know.
You mean you're taking your child out of school and you don't know why?
I think it would be better if you talked to Helen's mother.
Why?
It's not the kind of thing I want to talk about.
The film also catalyzed discussions about LGBTQ representation in the media, sparking important conversations that continue to resonate even today. When we look back on The Children's Hour, we are reminded of its important legacy. It's a testament to the courage of filmmakers like William Wyler, the director of this film, who dared to confront the uncomfortable truths of society and challenge us to confront our own prejudices. Audrey Hepburn's legacy extends far beyond the silver screen. She remains an enduring symbol of grace, beauty, fashion, and philanthropy. She's inspiring generations of actors and admirers alike. Even decades after her passing in 1993, her influence continues to resonate loudly, and her remarkable contributions to film and humanity will probably never be forgotten. Not by me, at least. Going beyond her acting skills, I applaud Hepburn's humanitarian efforts. She served as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, dedicating much of her later life to humanitarian work, particularly focusing on children in need. That's pretty cool. Thanks for joining me for this brief look into Audrey Hepburn's brilliant career and the controversial film, The Children's Hour. Put it on your list as a must-see. You won't be disappointed. Now, if you enjoyed this segment and want to see more classic Hollywood features that I produce, like and subscribe to my channel. And turn your friends onto it. I'll be glad you did, and they might be too. And remember,
I'll be back.